Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, I'm here to teach you slashers how to slash in this vid. Now, we're gonna get straight into this. I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this one to 500 likes in the first 24 hours. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna get straight into this. I'm gonna be starting with a couple clips that I'm just gonna break down on some film stuff, and we're just gonna talk about this. So, real quick, I'm here to show y'all this one right here. So this is the half spin, build up speed, boom, square up with his chest, get the contact dunk. Now, you're gonna see on the next one, I get the same exact contact dunk animation, and I wanna tell y'all what I'm looking for on this stuff. Like I said, we're gonna show some clips. I'm gonna break down what my mindset is, what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna just put y'all on game. So again, we're attacking the chest. I know it sounds like a whole football coach. It's like, yo, build up speed, attack the chest, yada yada, stuff like that. But for real, like, you see how I'm squared up with him. Luckily, you know, I would put it like this. If you want to dunk with your handness, go for it. I dunk with down on the right stick. Maybe I should be dunking with the handness, because right here, it makes complete sense to use the right hand. You're going to want your dude to, like, you know, it's the perfect animation. It's boom, contact dunk, just like that. And maybe arm sleep too. Maybe the directional dunk is the best way to go. But I'm going to show y'all a couple more things just to break down what I'm looking for here. As you know what the title says, it's how to deal with the 7'3 bigs, or, you know, like rim protector type stuff. And these aren't exactly 7'3 rims or anything like that, but I'm here to just put y'all on game and show you, like, you know, what to look for on this stuff. So again, you're trying to attack the chest, and, like, you know, if they're backing up, if they're backpedaling with their LT, now if they're like sprinting and turning around, that's when it gets kind of iffy, because that's when they're turning around, can't exactly get the contact dunk animation when somebody's facing like away from you. And that's a really weird thing that, you know, has to do with 2K. But again, you're attacking the chest, you're building up speed, and boom, just body him like that, bro. And, you know, as you can see, like, I get those 3 contact dunk animations just like that. Now, here's a 7'3 big. I hate these dudes be wearing brown shirts, bro, and they're nowhere near like a 60 overall or anything like that. These dudes be the whole 97 overall brown shirts trying to deceive for the YouTube stuff. But anyway, a breakdown on this one right here. This is how to, like, you know, I'm gonna put it like this. There's 2 ways to use the behind the back. In this clip, you're gonna see I use it to get past him, and you see, like, this is not a good, you know, example on that first part right there, so I just back it out, boom, come back up, behind the back, get past him with it, and this is an easy dunk. Now, you can use the behind the back in another way too, which you're going to see in this clip right here. So I'm using this behind the back to just build up speed and prepare me for the contact dunk. Now, you can also really use this behind the back to get to whichever side of the ball, or to get whichever side of the court or the hoop, whichever you want to say, to kind of like position for the contact dunk properly. So you're going to see I use the behind the back, get past the help defender, and get him out of the equation. And as you can see, I'm doing it to get away from the help defender. Like, that's already the first idea, and the dude's just sitting too far down in the basket anyway, to where I'm just going to contact dunk him. Now, I do want to show some light to this right here. So you're going to see he's on that left side of the hoop. If you're going to split it into like left or right, he's on the left side, and this is going to be a little bit harder to get the contact dunk off. Now, if he's on that right side, this is cake. Like, this is an easy contact dunk, no doubt about it. Like I said though, the fact that he was on the left side and I was moving to the left, it makes it a little bit harder. I'm trying to break down angles and the really intricate things in this video for y'all to really help you guys understand how all this stuff works. So again, just keep in mind, whichever side you're driving to, it's better if he's on the opposite one. And you're gonna see this clip doesn't have too much of a breakdown on this. It's just kind of, you know, a cool contact dunk. But you could also make the case that this behind the back is really premium for building up speed. Now, when we get into the gameplay, there's gonna be 2 more like really big tips that I want to show you slashers as to like what to do about the big 7'3 big like rim protectors, right? So anyway, this clip right here, we got the flick back move right here. Okay, so this one is a really good staple as far as like what moves I like to use. So you see this big boom, he thinks I'm driving left off that. Now I hit the flick back and it switches ball hands. Crazy contact dunk. I gotta show y'all how to do this. So I'm gonna put it like this. If you want to check out my dribble tutorial as well, I did a whole breakdown on all types of really crazy moves. It was like I learned the most like dominant move in 2K20 or something like that. But anyway, if you want to check that out, feel free to. But again, you see this guy thinks I'm going to be going like baseline left probably, and I don't really do too much baseline stuff. So when it comes to learning that stuff as a slasher, don't really look to me when it comes to that. But look at this. I mean, I already had this dude. I already know I'm getting a contact dunk right here. Like, he is on the complete left side. I'm going to be moving into the middle of the 2 defenders. He's going to be trying to, like, you know, collapse back into the middle, but I already have him pinned in, like, inside. Like, I already have the positioning at the basket, and this is going to be an easy contact dunk. So again, keep in mind that flicking down on the right stick as you, like, kind of, you know, move along the perimeter. It's a really big move as far as, like, doing stuff like that. And Again, if there's one major tip that I got for y'all, it's that. Now, this right here, this is pretty self-explanatory. Now, if you cannot shoot as a slasher, this is when setting screens is going to become, you know, like a very dominant thing. Now, obviously you can see he's got rim takeover. I don't have my takeover. It's pretty simple. At that point, get out the way. Like, especially if you have another ball handler on your team. Now, if you don't have, you know, like an ISO ball handler or you can't shoot, this is when you're just going to have to set screens, get your point guard open. Obviously, like, you know, you as a slasher should be able to do that. If you have slash defense or if you have like pure slash build, something like that, you as a slasher should have the ability to set screens, I would assume, especially if you can't shoot. If you can't shoot, you got to be rocking brick wall no matter what your build is. Now, like I said, that's more if you can't shoot. If you have a playmaking slasher, I'm assuming you can like green threes on your own from the top of the key and like the wing and stuff, so I wouldn't worry too much about the whole screen setting aspect. But if you could set screens with a playmaking slasher, that would be some really cool stuff. Like, you could pick and pop really well, you can, like, you know, take advantage of the mismatch, stuff like that, all types of stuff. But anyway, getting into gameplay here, now we got a playmaking shot creator, the 1, glass cleaning lockdown at the 2. As you can see, glass takeover, really tall. Like, bro, the dude even has the fro to try to make him taller as well. Like, y'all know them glass cleaners that just like literally put on like the tallest hairstyle possible so they can just be like looking like they're 7'6". But anyway, to get into this, I want to show y'all the first tip that I have for this. Now, you can see Apollo doesn't do the little lob cheese that I'm going to show you guys, but on the second clip we do. Now, listen, this is exploitative. This is very like toxic, I would say, but this is the thing. You got to do this if you're trying to expose these 7'3s. So you're going to see the positioning of where he is. It goes my team, opposite team, my team, opposite team. So you're going to see it's me, defender, Apollo, defender. And you got to do this little stack right here to be able to pull off this alley-oop. Boom, the defender gets stuck on Apollo. This guy on the backside tries to bump me. If he can't bump me, this is easy lob every time. And it's really like my whole point that you're taking advantage of the lack of speed from the big man, and look at that. Just like that, we got slash takeover. Now, I didn't mention it, but the flashy passes are a necessity as far as like slashing like this. Now, you see right here, I want to explain. I was honestly, like, you can see the double rep in the top left corner, 42 minutes left on it. I was playing for like a whole, like 4.5 hours straight, and I was getting a little bit bored. I was getting a little bit, you know, tired of the game, and I was like, you know, this is my last game, so from that point forward, I was like, okay, let me focus up. This is the last one. Let's just take this seriously and get this over with. So this is me in my zone, like doing every like perfect instance that I feel like, you know, I'm really focused at this point. So again, you're gonna see this guy. He's taking away my contact dunks. I want y'all to understand as a slasher, you know, if somebody's playing you high, if they're playing at the free throw line or even the dotted lines in the area, you know, the little restricted area. Actually, no, that's not the restricted area. You get what I'm saying. The dotted lines at the free throw line. So if they're playing right there, you got to look for them hop dunks. You see this dude's all mesmerized from the corner, and he was like ball watching. So I just dotted the corner. Now, if you have like a inconsistent shooter, like you got one of your IRLs right there, I would probably have tried to dunk the ball right there if I were you, because honestly, I was pretty open in that situation anyway. You see right here, nice use of the behind the back like I'm talking about. And I really want to break this down for y'all because this is big time information. So if I ever try to do this, what I'm trying to do is set up that behind the back away from the corner, because if I'm moving toward the corner, that's when these guys can pinch me, they can double team me, and you know, it's not a good situation to be dunking between two defenders. What you want to do is get to this opposite side where the help D can't really do much. And I apologize for the pause menu popping up if anybody doesn't like that stuff. This is just the most convenient way for me to bring this video to y'all. But anyway, 3-11 already, and like I said, like this dude is a whole big rim protector. I would assume if anybody has glass that they're a pure rim. At least I would assume. I wouldn't put glass takeover on a rim sharp personally. But anyway, this one right here I want to break down too. I need to get better with this myself because this is a big time thing. Now you're gonna see, you know, anybody that's good with this defense, they're gonna do this right here. This is the defensive stack you're gonna see when you're a slasher and somebody is playing good defense on you. The on-ball defender, aka the big like rim protector, right? He's gonna be on your left side, cutting off that left, and you can't hop dunk that way. And a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, I can just push him out of the way." It doesn't really work like that consistently. I mean, I understand, you know, occasionally you'll bump him out of the way, like kind of push him and shove him, but the thing is, I can't really get the contact dunk all that efficiently because, like I said, they got two defenders. If I split through the two of them, I could get like a crazy double team, do some stupid stuff. And I apologize for how long I'm paused on this clip, but I really want to explain this to y'all. You got to like be patient with this stuff because you really can't fit through this in a good way. But the thing that I'm really learning and that I want to get better at is this ball hand hop dunk. So you're gonna see what I do right here. I'm doing the hop dunk to the ball hand, and I split through them pretty easily. And like I said, he's taking away my offhand hop dunk really well, because that's the that's the best way to defend a slasher. You got to play their offhand. You got to make sure that they don't get them hop dunks, and you need your corner help defender to help you out with that, where you can kind of get him away from that. But anyway, now we're back to the top of the key. Boom, hitting the rhythm dribbles, hop dunk. He's playing out too high. Again, I wanted to start with the clips because those are a lot more informative and a lot more teaching than these gameplay clips that I'm showing you right here. But this is just me showing you kind of in a full instance or full example of what I'm doing here. I should have gone up with that, honestly, but I don't know. Listen, a conservative mindset is never a bad thing. Like, you can always wait to live another day, and just if you weren't confident in the shot attempt or anything like that, like for instance, my takeover had just ran out. I wasn't sure what I was really approaching or attacking right there. Now you see again, boom, flashy pass from Apollo on that last play, and just like that, I'm up to the A in takeover. Flashy passer is a must. Now this is what I will say as well. I have two slasher builds, right, that I really like to use. I have the pure slasher that I'm using right now that can shoot, and then I have the finisher that can't really shoot. It's got 51 3-pointer, but only 1 shooting badge, and I don't really feel comfortable shooting on that. So I'm playing with Apollo right here, who's on a playmaking defender, and when he gets his takeover on, he can easily ISO, because when playmaker takeover pops up, I can just spot up in the corner, get out the way, especially at the fact that, like I said, it's a 7'3" big, and they have a 6'2" playmaking shot creator, on the front side of things with at the 1, and if we have the opportunity to, at a consistent rate for me to shoot those jump shots, then I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna go into the corner, because like I said, it's a 7'3" big rim protector on me versus a 6'2" no defense having point guard on Apollo. Now right here, he checks the ball to me, and I wasn't exactly prepared for it, and I just kind of check it back out to him. Again, conservative is a good thing. You can always wait to live another day. This dude's clearly camping paint and just letting me shoot anyway, so I'm just go ahead and take my time on doing so. And I get slash takeover right here, but I'm just yo, you can still take it, bro. Go for it. And I mean, like I said, there's a reason I showed the game, the clips first, then the gameplay, because this stuff isn't exactly the best example. You see, I put Apollo on game on how to do that spin dunk, but unfortunately he gets it blocked. Hey, peep that too. Okay, so if y'all want to check this out and you're new to the channel and you haven't already seen it, I did a dribble tutorial. It shows how to do that move. It shows all types of stuff. If you're a slasher, it's going to help you out a ton. The title of it is I found the most insane dribble combo in NBA2K20, something like that. But anyway, you see right here, he's sagging off. I got my takeover on. In case you guys didn't know, slash takeover also boosts your 3-pointer by 5. Hey, if you want to check out another video that's super fire and super informational, I show every attribute that gets boosted by every takeover, and slasher gives you 5 3-pointer, 10 ball handling, 10 driving dunk, 10 standing dunk. You know the deal. Anyway, I'm gonna link both those videos that I'm talking about in the top of the pinned comment for y'all to check out if you feel free to. But anyway, other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed the vid. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Like I said, if we get this to 500 likes in the first 24 hours of it being up, I'd really appreciate that. Y'all show so much support and so much help to getting these videos blown up in the community. And like I said, that Noti gang, the first 24 hours like goals that I'm talking about, y'all come through so clutch, because it provides a good viewing for the next whole week, even if the video blows up like that. So anyway, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you made it to the very end of the video, put 99 in the comments to show your support that you made it all the way through to the very end of this one. But other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed, and take it easy, man. Peace.